New social reality, media. As it is known, communication is a necessary phenomenon for the existence of the only social being, humans. In social life, the values that provide the concept of just and unjust can be put forward most clearly, and the acceptance or rejection of certain values is realized as a result of communication. In today's life, which is called the age of communication, borders are disappearing along with distances. The world is going through a rapid change process. And even in societies where traditional institutions and structures are dominant, visible transformations are experienced. Surprising transformations are observed even in the most traditional societies, with the means of communication, especially the visual media, which is considered the most effective of these tools. These far-reaching changes also affect culture and shape daily life practices and habits. The machine called television, which we call the media and adorns the corner of our homes, affects and changes the lives of individuals and societies extraordinarily with its different forms, fiction, interpretation styles, content, and technologies. In other words, television is very much in our lives, and perhaps at the center of it now. This situation has become such that even vital issues such as job and spouse selection, which used to be handled by parents through social dialogues, are now handled by young people by applying to the media. Even in their career choices, they focus on common images and alternatives offered by popular culture rather than the guidance of their parents, and they prefer the professions produced by the mass culture. In addition to being a tool to be used to learn what is going on in the country and in the world, today television is in a position that gives ideas, offers options, and guides about how to dress where, how to sit, and how to eat. What kind of music to listen to, what kind of attitude to take against which situation. Speaking of the media, it is very important to mention another important and current issue. While the traditional media I mentioned above, especially television, is a one-way communication tool, we are also faced with a phenomenon called social media, which has emerged with today's world defined as the digital age and operates under certain special names. With this interactive new media, the transition from monologue to dialogue has been achieved. Along with the natural process of technological development, social media is a concept that can be perceived as user-intentioned, like every new invention created by human beings. In other words, its benefit or harm can only be determined by the user's purpose and intention. In this sense, millions of users have a different responsibility. Because while information is on its way to become the fastest accessible power in the universe, the possibility of correct information being contaminated by wrong is also increasing. At this point, the media, in addition to its contribution to communication, freedom, and accessibility, can also turn into the opposite danger in terms of cultural erosion. Therefore, being able to read the media and its presentations correctly is often considered as the duty of a conscious society, and this skill is expected from the TV audience. However, those who should bear this intellectual concern should be media bosses, producers, and directors. This is a responsibility not only to society, but also to the geography and history we have lived on for thousands of years. The responsibility for me is from the highlands of Artvin to the tribes of Kazakhstan, to Motstar, which retells the significant history of the Ottoman Empire, with its upright stance to the beautiful-faced girl who sells the feed to be thrown to the pigeons in front of the new mosque, and to the old lady who carries all the traces of years on the lines on her forehead at the open house in Urfa, serving us cold Iran. As long as a person knows himself, would it matter if those who do not know themselves say about this person? One who knows himself doesn't even mind them. Ibn Sina. If a man is called to be a street sweeper, he should sweep streets even as a Michelangelo painted, or Beethoven composed music, or Shakespeare wrote poetry. He should sweep streets so well that all the hosts of heaven and earth will pause to say, "Here lived a great street sweeper who did his job well." Martin Luther King. To leave artifacts like giants, you have to work like ants. Necip Fazıl Kısıkürek. You can be anything in life, but the important thing is to be a human in life. Shams Tabrizi. We all need to work with the spirit of protecting our values, because here today, gone tomorrow. If we want to raise healthy generations, Everyone has great responsibilities. Hasan YILDIZ, TEDx Hacettepe University speech, 18th of June, 2022.